We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the San Francisco 49ers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
Here we go. Touch the outlaw. Check 56. Here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
Brandon, after last week we went over 200 yards. Looks like the hot tub, cold tub, whatever he did, it worked pretty well.
Much chatter about that performance. Rightfully so. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Mark's 56. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's get ready.
On 3rd down, Fields able to find Waller. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. Back to throw. Fields. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. He's fresh off that 3-touchdown performance last week that got him AFC Offensive Player of the Week, so you know that he was already on their radar. Now he's maybe even a bigger plane on their radar.
Bigger plane. I mean, he is the big dot on that screen that they're looking at and saying, how in the heck do we stop him? They're going to try a bunch of different things, different people covering him. But right now, he's locked in and is in sync with his quarterback.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw again, Fields. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
All day. Hard. Check nickel. Alert flare. Leo. Let's go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to take it. He's got him in. Complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 35.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Let's get it.
On the set.
50, Mike 50. We don't want this. Switch.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
6-6, pull it high. Ready.
They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Jordan. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Here we go. 60 or.
59. Here we go.
Greystone, travel. 5.
They'll look to throw here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider 1st down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 39.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Looking to throw. Fields. And he'll find Moreau here. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
2nd and 6. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 20-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready. 56. All right, T, let's go. All right, T.
To throw on second down. Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. DeAndre Hopkins, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Hey, high 7.
Check 99. Check 99.
Look at me. Score. Let's go.
2nd and 1. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. First down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, we got to get this stuff.
Hey, team 6. Get it.
He'll drop to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
On the double.
50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Go. Big rip.
On first down, here's Breida. Whoosh. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Let's go now. 50, plant. Hey, Sam on.
Check you, school. Sam.
Fair.
He's crazy.
Hey, orbit.
Check 3.
Gone. Now.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Good. Hey, Charlie.
Say. Wide. Get wide. Watch the edge. Kill.
2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
He may try and run for this. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the time.
And his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Set 18 Gator.
Watch tight end. 40.
Play.
Check. 40.
Hey, exit.
59 Mike.
2.
They're going to look to throw. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. From 10 yards out, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Come on, set. 15, line it. 15 line.
59. Defense wins championships, baby.
5.
2nd and 13. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, and that'll make it 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Mike spot 9.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this will be taken at the 13. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I got you. 41's the mic. Check 41. Hey, tight. 41's coming. 41's the mic. Here we go, G. Hey, just
back to throw. Fields. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider 1st.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from Orlando. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
let's go.
Give them 32 on the play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. The throw complete here to Williams. Williams loses the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Go!
At the
10
30-yard
logo.
line.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Hey, echo. Hey, lock it. Topper. Get it.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. J.J. Watt, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
Ready.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, Delta.
Jump.
Ready, speed grip.
They'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. We got to get the ball. Can you get the ball?
Operating from the gun. Fields. There goes a deep ball. End zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Here's 2nd and 8. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down to the 27-yard line. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 27-yard line.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys. But you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. Now a play fake here on first down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll set up the throw. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle, his 5th touchdown now on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. That'll bring up second down.
At the 35-yard line.
Let's go now. That's it. HHDoe. That's it. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Hey, look. Let's go. Come on.
From the gun, Fields. And the catch made by Hopkins. A gain there of 21 yards.
Complete to DeAndre Hopkins. A gain of